And we're back. This is a Middle Perch live on the internet. I am your host, MTK, on the MIC. It is Monday here, Tuesday in Asia, in Australia, China, Japan. Monday here, and it's April the 29th. This weekend, there was an incredible event that I took part in. The iNaturalist. It's a small letter I and then the word naturalist. It's an app you can get, and it's an organization at .org, iNaturalist.org. And it's a cool little app. You can point it at anything, any living creature in the world, photograph it, and then it'll give you many choices to help you identify what that is and find its Linnaeus, genus and species and so on, family. And then you can, put the GPS coordinates and a time and date, and now you have an observation. So it's a massive website, started in 2008. It's 11 years old, filled with people's observations of nature and identified to the time and the place and with specificity. And then what you do is you get more than one person to confirm that that thing is what you say it was. And now you have a usable image of a confirmed creature. And so it's really a lot of fun. And this weekend they had a challenge, 150 cities worldwide. And the idea is everybody go out and take pictures of different species and post them. And then we'll see at the end how many we get. And hopefully the number will be really high, and there'll be lots of people in different places. Hopefully here in San Antonio there were some. I did at least 50. It ends tonight at midnight. I might go back out there and shoot some more species before the challenge itself is over. But it's a lot of fun. Small I, letter I, naturalist, naturalist.org. And it's really cool looking. You can see it on your phones and on your devices. Like, this is what it looks like. Here's the app. So there you can see so many of my species that I identified. These go way back too. So I've got 173 observations that I posted in this app, of which 141 different species. And that's cool because now they're all organized. All my egrets and heron and western kingbirds and hawks and butterflies and insects and anything I photographed from the past I can now add to here. And I'll have a document always on the internet of when and where I saw the creature and a way to identify it. So I highly recommend this thing. It's called iNaturalist. And it looks kind of like that. It's a lot of fun. I hope you'll check it out. In fact, what I've been doing is going back through all my logs from trips to India and to Japan and to Europe and to other locations, trying to find photographs I may have taken back in those days that I hadn't posted anywhere or, organized. So what's cool is I have the Brahminy kite from India that I watched all summer. And I have the, you can check it out. I don't know how you actually see mine, but I guess if you just go empty Garthic, it'll work, right? I mean, I haven't tried to log out and look and see what it looks like, but my guess is that's what would happen. So I spent the weekend doing that. Lots of photography and lots of adding images to iNaturalist. So I didn't get a chance to do much of this. We did read some Consilience 3 days ago. We're on chapter 6. I suppose we could pick that up, but I didn't really want to do that. I've been struggling with a lot of issues lately, and among them are feelings of depression, inadequacy, loneliness, sadness, misery, really. And I'm miserable. So it's hard to do anything when you're miserable. It's debilitating when you're miserable. So I haven't been able to do much except be miserable. There's no end in sight. Um, I don't feel I matter anymore. I mean, I'm not engaged to society in any way, and I'm not appreciated because I'm not really appreciable. I mean, I guess I'm a good clown, but no one invites me to do any clownish stuff anymore either. So that's probably for the best, because when I do that, I get angry. That's what I'm reduced to. And a lot of my issues, no one ever really wants to know about, so I don't talk about them. And I can't afford a therapist, so there you go. And when I come on here, I use it as a means to try to keep me from being depressing. So I was going to try to make it something thoughtful today, examining why I'm so disconnected. But the thing is, I don't think anybody cares. So what is the point then of sitting here and doing that, you know? In fact, I know no one cares. My son doesn't care. My ex doesn't care. My father doesn't care. My mother doesn't care. My sisters don't care. The people who were friends of mine, they don't really care. They just want me to change back to behaving like, you know, a good American, a good member of society. Play along, man. Just play along. But none of them really want to come the distance to learn who I am or why I won't play along and why this whole thing's a fraud. Oh, man. The privilege and occupation of the American mind by the colonists of Europe. If you arrive here from India, say like I did, and you're honest and you're smart, how can you possibly continue to rationalize it, you know? And every day they try to tell you to learn it and memorize it and regurgitate it back. And so you do, so you can participate. But all along, you know inside you it's bullshit, right? What exists here is who remains after they butchered and genocided and enslaved and built a society that they wanted their way. And they believed everybody else to be inferior and to be treated like animals. And then the market took over. So now it's about whoever can sell stuff fastest. No thought, no philosophy about whether we should or shouldn't make things. No, plastic. It's just cheaper, faster, better, make it. And now it's not even 75 years of plastic and it's everywhere. But they won't take blame for that, will they? No. Not the white Americans. They're not going to do that. So what do you do then? You know, you get to midlife. No one gives a shit about you anymore. I remember Kurt Vonnegut used to write some things about that. Calling people in the middle of the night. There's so much in here. I have so much to give. It's unbelievable. And no one wants it.